Hello and welcome back to Thronebreaker. We are still in Angren, making our way towards Count Caldwell. And we have an Nilfgaardian puzzle, which is good. Puzzles are the best. Westwardly Bridge. The Blackclads quickly realized they were in no position to control all of Angren. Instead, they focused their energies on strategically important locations: inns, watchtowers, and bridges. They fought with the Lyrian army on one of them, Westwardly Bridge. Who were the victors, you ask? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright. Destroy all enemy units and use your leader's ability. Longsword, which is boost an ally before given armor, trigger the loyalty abilities, which should use these guys charge. Okay. And then we have a sapper and marching orders. Okay, so we only have a couple turns to work with. So clearly we want to hit these guys a couple times until they're down to 10, and then we want to hit them all until they're down to 4, and then we want to play this guy and kill all the things. That seems like a lot of charges to get to these guys, though. Like, I'm already one short of getting these guys down to 10. Obviously, Meave can use her thing, but we can do that at a second time. But that's only 6 charges. Huh. This doesn't seem like enough. But I guess let's start and see what happens. Oh, I forgot that it would give 4 charges, not just 1. So if we... yeah, so we're obviously going to play this card. Okay, never mind. This is all fine. I guess we'll save this one because we don't need it.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Well, that was straightforward. Oh, we got marching orders. I don't think that's super useful here because of the thing I've got equipped. It has a pretty low cooldown anyway, and we've also got the flag that reduces the cooldown by 1. But I could imagine it being useful with some of the other... oops, not that. Other weapons. 3, 3, 3, 5, 4. Yeah, if you wanted to use the broadsword and then not have, not use the flag, I guess. Or even the ornamental sword, perhaps. Anyway. was kind of hoping Geralt would show up there. There's some battle that Meve was involved in.
Meve stood waiting while her scouts cut through the tangled branches and roots that had overgrown the trail through the swamp. Suddenly, a soldier doubled over and began to retch blood. The same symptoms soon afflicted others in her ranks.
A potent poison,
was the medic's verdict. It seemed all those who'd fallen ill had shared a tent. One night, they'd chattered about an obelisk they'd destroyed and the group of incensed peasants who'd cursed them for it. Fearing for their lives, the footman had gone to a local herbalist. She'd brewed them a potion to ward off black magic. Alas, the concoction had proved poisonous, while the herbalist had vanished without a trace.
Okay.
Happily, Isbel concocted an antidote in time to deliver the soldiers from a certain and agonizing death. The mage explained their misfortune had not issued from a dark, corrupt force, but from simple human wickedness. Her calming voice and gentle smile lifted the soldiers' spirits. Trusting in her care, they soon wholly forgot the so-called curse.
Alright. I assume that would have had more consequences if I didn't have Isbel in my party. Anyway, so Geralt at some point has a big fight in the books on a bridge, or under a bridge actually, with like the Nilf, where he's like with Meve and fighting against the Nilfgaardians. I think it's against the Nilfgaardians.
Meve rode at the front, her eyes fixed on the ground, and thus spotted the pit masked by leaves and branches. She tugged hard on her reins and steered her mount to the side. Alas, the cavalryman behind her did not follow her lead. Leaves rustled, boughs snapped, and the horseman crashed to the pit's bottom, snapping his neck. Moments later, it was clear who'd set the trap, when the forest came alive and a cry rang out.
Alright, Nilfgaardian snares. Meve's father used to tell her that a true soldier does not set traps, that pits are the tools of brigands, poachers, and cowards. It seems fathers in Nilfgaard teach no such lesson. Meve spurred on her horse, jumping over the sharpened stakes before her. Oh no, Tybo! And headed for the pitfall's architects. Shortened battle. Alright, one of those guys. Huh. Oh, I guess I can't do anything about that, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I would like to take out these guys, obviously. Actually, I could do that with the Hauser's Thunder, just blow them all away. Pretty cool. Alright, let's look at you. Probably don't need 2 bombers. Like having a blacksmith. There's not enough drummers. It's the only problem that I have with this hand. Actually, I can use Xavier to give more charges to the drummers, so that's fine.
It's a trap! Rally to me!
It is indeed a trap. So should I burninate first, or should I just go ahead and thunder these guys? I guess if I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm not potentially gonna use an order anyway, so I could just burninate. Like, this isn't an even number, this guy won't do anything. This guy will, however, hit him into range for that. But then again, I might just decoy the bomber anyway. So yeah, let's,
catch!
an odd number. Haha. Alright, now let's decoy. Bummer. Oh, the burn. Burn, baby, burn. Alright. And...
I smell a leak.
more fire.
Is that why?
Is what? Why?
Life is mine now.
Okay, wait, what's going on here? Arnulf the Patricide, disgraced warrior, disgraced brawler. Okay. So these are Skelegans. What's going on in this? Oh, he's getting attacked by some whatchamacallits? Foglets. Weird. Okay, so force an enemy to damage disgraced warrior by its power, then damage that enemy by disgraced warrior's power. Okay, so damage an enemy by the total number of enemy units. Damage self and two enemies by 3. So the question is this guy gonna power up? This guy in general I think powers up before the effect of the order takes place, which means he's actually going to power up faster than he gets damaged in general, outside of this guy, I guess, but... I mean, how much do I really care if these guys all just end up dying? Like, I don't. Like, and if anything, they're in the way. If this guy burns, then I can, well, almost kill him with this ability. Wow, his spell's already up for 18. That's pretty nuts. I think I'm just gonna play Adept.
As you wish, my lady.
And add some more cards to my deck.
Arm is a waste of time for one like me.
Fire is just so good.
Wise choice.
Oh, don't shoot the trumper. Alright, is it worth boosting these guys by 4 to power up my sword? Probably, considering I can, at this point I can like use some of these guys to kill off the cavalry. But I should do it in that order. I'm gonna do it. guess I could just kill this guy. I don't know. I've also got a. Actually, I could just use the northern wind. You won't kill this guy, but it'll wipe the rest of these idiots. Do that. Yeah.
Excellent, Seifel!
Killing that guy seems pretty good too. Is that something I can do with these guys? Kind of. Well, let's summon with the drummer first. Adept. Okay.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Let's just move ahead more drummers. Alright, that means I'm gonna want to play Xavier. Give him more charge.
My pain serves a purpose.
Alright, Arbalest. Arbalest.
I'm a wrong.
Alright. Probably pass at this point and still win, but so just play his bill.
Make love, not war.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
What do I have in here? Northern Wind, Decoy. Oh. Apparently I... Oh, the Lyrian Cavalry. That's funny. Okay. Whatever. We'll just kill this guy. Resilience in a one-round battle. Good job. Yeah, I'll just pass. Already won.
Retreat! Fall back!
Caught between Lyrian hammer and Skelligan stone, Nilfgaard was shattered, destroyed. The victors now stood eyeing each other. These islanders were not like those Meve had met before. They wore no armor and carried no shields. At their fore stood a man as stout as an ox and bald as an ancient ghoul. His men called him Arnjolf, the patricide.
I thank you for your aid, Arnjolf,
said Meve, extending a hand.
Aid, she says. Aid? Do you hear that, mates?
The Skelligers exchanged glances, then erupted in roaring laughter.
Not here to help yous, not at all. We're after killing.
join me and you shall have your fill.
Join nuisance? Just who the hell are you?
Meve, Queen of Rivia and Lyria.
Meve?
Arnjolf said, his tone sobering.
I know the name. Lippy Goodman called ye bold, praised your courage to the high heaven. So be it. We'll follow ye into fire, wench. Just let us taste of blood. Grant us a death worthy of heroes.
Meve couldn't help but smile, then nodded to accept. The Lyrians stepped aside as tattooed warriors joined their ranks.
I'm really surprised the game doesn't even give you a choice about this. Like, I don't know. These guys don't seem entirely stable. I don't know. Oh, alright. If they're disgraced, then why are they still in contact with Lippy Goodmund? Okay, so let's check out the new cards. Oh, it's just the same ability. Well, that is a nice ability for sure. Huh. So just let them all die and then replay them. That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's exactly what it was during the battle, and so is that. Okay. Oh, this has a cooldown on it. Oh, wow. Okay, I should probably work this card into my deck. That is pretty strong. It's got to be better than the Landsnecht. I mean, yeah, this guy has Zeal and Blitz, but like, it's also probably better than the Wagenburg. Although, I mean, the Wagenburg does splash. So does this, but it's very, very small splash. Oh, I might actually have to go grab one of those, like, increase my supply count upgrades to get this guy in. Alright, sure, I can do that. Let's see, lower the recruit cap or lower the cost or increase. This seems... Yeah, 10% isn't much, so I guess we'll grab this. Alright. Now there will be no problem. So... Yeah, I think we're doing that. Camp of the Disgraced. Okay. So does it matter which way I go here? I guess we'll go to the left since that's more dead-endy. Not a whole lot going on over here, I guess. Oh, there's some sparkles over there. Possibly irrelevant sparkles. Report, Your Majesty, a wealth of golden coin sits beneath these ruins. We can try to delve into it, but this will require time and the preparation of special equipment. Huh. Rip Gabor. I mean, I want to do this just to make the question mark go away, so sure. Oh. Interesting. Didn't even know that was possible. Huh. I wonder if that's ever happened. I've ever bypassed any other opportunities like that. Get one of those chests.
The scouts rode at the fore, with me right behind them. Their task, to find safe passage for the rest of the force. One among them probed for the quagmire's depth, a pole of 5 ells in hand. Suddenly, all heard a loud clang. The scouts dismounted, then heaved a bronze statue from the mire. Once it was cleaned of slime and muck, Meve instantly recognized its elven handiwork. The sculpture was exceedingly well preserved, save one detail. Someone had removed its face, leaving a black hole in its stead.
Search the environs,
Ordered Meve. Amongst some brambles, they discovered the entrance to a vast tomb. Its doors had been torn open. On the ground before them lay scattered bones, some yellowed with age, others fresh, cracked and tattered from having been gnawed.
Sure, whatever.
Eve stood silent and contemplating at the tomb's threshold. Then, torch in hand, she entered and waded into fetid waters. Her soldiers followed close, arms at the ready, a nervous sweat on their brows. Frescoes on the tomb walls depicted Angren swamps and the beasts that prowled them. 2 words were inscribed over the largest of the horrors: Gwent.
Which means...
Suddenly, a roar thundered from deeper inside the tomb. Meve turned from the frescoes to see monstrous eyes blazing in the dark.
Ready? Elven Ruins. 250. To whom had this half-sunken, ivy-strewn tomb belonged? No one in recent memory could say for sure. The elves who built the structure had fled Angren centuries past. The locals now only knew it as the final resting place for a great warrior, a defender of the marshes against an ancient evil. Optional, eliminate the ancient fiend. Every 2 turns, on turn start, banish a random enemy unit and spawn a phantasm. Phantasm, Death Wish. Return a unit that was banished and damage Colossal Fiend by 3 times that unit's power. 3 times? Oh, but 3 times the unit that's returning, not the Fiend's power. Okay. Alright, so I gotta kill these phantasms, basically. That's fine. And I probably... Oh, never mind. Okay, so... Reynard. Probably don't want 2 adepts here. The fire damage... Is that going to be useful? I mean, it's going to add up, but is it... But, like... Yeah, it'll probably be useful. Yeah, alright. Could really use... Xavier. Like, maybe I should mulligan one more drum, but I don't have him. I do have Reynard to recharge him.
To me!
Alright.
We'll not die this day!
Okay, so he's gonna banish whoever I played first, which is fine. He's just gonna play the bomber.
Catch!
And then... I guess I make copies of Drummer next.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
really don't want it to banish my drummer. That would be annoying. But I mean, it will be returned at some point. How do you keep track of what was banished? Would it actually be better to let Xavier get banished? I mean, he'll come back at some point too. This is assuming it doesn't just end up banishing the adept, of course, which it may well. Yeah, I think that's fine.
My pain serves a purpose.
Oh, I don't get to control which row it's in. I should realize that. Alright, so now let's play our drummer.
Again and again and again.
Back comes Xavier. Alright. Arbalest and drummer.
Lyria!
I'd really rather have this damage go onto one of those spawns, but what can you do?
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Alright, I guess... Oh, I could decoy an Arbalest. That could make some sense. Sure. Wait, what did it just banish? I think it was the drummer that had already spent his charge. Arnholf. Alright.
Blood washes away all shame!
One bullet's all I need.
Oh, it debuffs him when he gets banished. I guess that's not surprising, but it is annoying. Well, since this has a cooldown of 1, I guess I'll use it. I'd like to save the pulling for the when he has one of those things out. The problem with this is that, like, how do you... You just can't deal damage fast enough. His counter needs to go faster. What card do I even play? I could play decoy back the Arbalest again with the blacksmith. I guess that's reasonable.
Something from nothing. It's exactly what I do.
Wait, what did he banish this time? Maybe it was drummer again. Alright, let's do... 1, 2... Well, what card do I play? Like, dang it. Maybe it's fine to just have the Arbalists hit this guy directly, since, like, they're not gonna... Like, dealing 5 damage isn't gonna be a huge problem anyway, between Arnholf and the fire and the sword. And the runestone if I want it. So. Although, I guess I could... This thing is always going to do the same amount of damage. Because this thing does more damage if I wait. Though by that token, I should have just used the blacksmith to get Alzur's Thunder back. But, well, let's play this now anyway.
Give me a target.
I think he killed that same drummer again. Alright, so... let's do this. You do 2 damage. I have actually made a lot of progress here, but I'm running out of cards. So use this. Wait, what did he banish that time? Adept? I think it was the Adept. This. Actually, wait. First we do this. Then we do this.
Ah!
Oh, I didn't think about the loyalty ability. I should have thought about that. I should pull first. Oh well. Alright. So, drummer, arbalist.
Left, right, left, right.
I'm a boss.
Again and again and again.
Isbell. Who probably
It's not too late to
damage.
walk away.
One bolt.
And I have nowhere to put Reynard. This might actually be enough damage. Count, but... oh yeah, here we go.
I think
Got
that's
him.
the last of them. But keep your weapons at the ready.
In her torch's feeble glow, the queen examined the beast's corpse. She could not help but to shudder in disgust.
Perhaps it's better
She thought.
that we faced it in the dark.
At the corridor's end, they found a closed door. Before any could draw near, it opened with a crash. Beyond lay a circular room. Light shone through a hole in the chamber's ceiling, illuminating a stone pedestal and the sword that lay upon it.
The air in here, it crackles with magic.
Whispered Isbel. Meve gripped the blade's hilt. A soothing warmth filled her arms and spread across her shoulders. Her tired muscles ceased trembling. Her fingers, stiff as sticks, relaxed. She brandished her prize, the air hissing as the blade sliced through it. She then nodded approvingly. The reward had been worth the risk.
Alright, that's cool. I just hope it's actually as good as the game is hyping it up to be. Because the weapon I got now is pretty good. Pretty good. Shuffle an ally into the deck and play 2 cards from your deck, then trigger all allies' loyalty abilities. Whoa, wait, what? If I understand this correctly, play 2 cards from your deck doesn't mean... I don't think... Like, if we look at, like, the drummer, play the top unit from your deck. What else has, like, a play ability? Like, I think, based on the fact that it doesn't say random, that I would actually get to pick which card I'm playing, which, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that any of them do, but, play a trinket from your graveyard doesn't say play a random trinket, right? That says just play, and then you get to choose. So, assuming that you do get to choose, that is... It's very interesting. I mean, if that potentially means you could shuffle, like, a card back into your deck and then, like, replay it, like, which with the Arbalest would be pretty crazy. What I would really actually like is if I could actually decrease the number of cards I had in the field that way, because that's always my problem, is running out of space. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I don't think it's... I mean, the cooldown is so long. This thing is so good. Also, what's with the art for this one? Like, she's not wearing her full, like, cloak. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's hot in Angren. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna use that, but mostly because of the cooldown. But it's interesting. I think I've been over here. Oh yeah, that's just taking me back to a chest. So... have we been in this encampment before? Guess not. Alright, another Nilfgaardian puzzle. Let's do it. Fortress in the Swamp. Nilfgaardian soldiers quickly realized that Angren is nothing short of a hellscape. That's why they did whatever possible to avoid being stationed there. As a result, the Empire's swamp outposts were largely staffed by outcasts, fresh recruits, and those at the mercy of the Nilfgaardian military tribunal. Destroy all enemy units. Hint, Meve is prepared to deliver the final blows. I wonder if it's going to be a Sea Hill-based puzzle. Sea Hill. That's pronounced. Okay. So you actually want to kill the inexperienced generals and make them all transform. Okay, we can do that. So we play these basically just to get the Arbalists to deal enough damage.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Give me a target.
Why Neve needs to do this? Oh, because at some point I'll run out of space. That's what. Actually, that could already be a... Well, not a... Oh, I actually need to use the... Oh, okay. I was just like, oh, I don't want him to eat my dudes. But, well, I guess I can do a couple more.
Arbalist in your command. I'm a monster.
But I need to power up Neve one more time. That's the problem. Maybe I don't.
One bullet.
She's doing 2 damage. Oh no, but it'll spawn another recruit. Yeah. Yeah, alright.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Maybe what I want to do is split these guys up. So the first guy... I do need the first guy to do 4 damage though, so I guess... Oh, I didn't think about... Well, I guess destroying the mantlets first. But maybe it does because... Yeah, actually. Let's just... give them the option.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
So now we eat these guys.
One bullet's all I need.
Do that.
Give me a time.
Only doing 4 damage. Oh, the loyalty. Nope, they don't have the loyalty ability. Huh. Oh, we can do this.
Arbalista, your command.
Oh, but I guess that was the wrong order. Should have shot this one and then... Ah, crap. Dang it! Alright, once more with feeling.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
One bullet's all I need. Give me a target. Arbalista, your command. Armor won't save.
How is this gonna work?
Lyria!
I'm gonna get enough charges to do this. Just only gonna do 4 damage. Dang it! One charge short. Or 1 damage short. Like I can do this and this. Get her up to 5. Then she doesn't have the... There's probably, I know I like wasted a little bit of damage in there, so I guess I just have to find a way to avoid that.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Give me a target. Arbalista, your command.
At this point, we end up short on damage. But maybe what you do...
Armor won't save.
mean, I can shoot this guy, but then that doesn't really help me either. Well, it helps me set up a
Lyria!
I think this isn't gonna work either, though. Still got
One bullet's all I need.
short of on damage. She still only has 4 damage. She also is out of. Ah! So it seems like Meave just doesn't ever get to make a 5 damage attack, which means she can't take anything out by herself. You only have 6 Arbalists and you have 7 things to kill. So how does that ever work? Is it possible that I'm overthinking this and I should just hit the recruit? Like, once she has 3 damage, like it doesn't matter? Like if it's the last guy out? I doubt it. Well, he can't be the last guy out because he'll be the inexperienced general. And then she doesn't have enough damage. Finish him. And I could count with a 3-turn cooldown, you know, right, she has one, and then number 2, number 3, number 4. Oh, the mantlet. Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't think about that, but how do I play the mantlet after an arbalist? Yeah, you can get 2 extra arbalists this way, but I mean, maybe that means you can afford to use some of them for less damage. Alright, well, let's lead with this
One
guy.
man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
I mean, I could do 2 damage. And if I'm gonna get these guys back, I need to play them before the mantlet. So, it kind of makes this
One bolt
required. Okay, and then we can play mantlet. Put on this guy. I don't know if this is correct, but
give me a time.
play this guy.
Arbalist at your command.
This guy. Play. So after I eat these guys, I'll have 1 here, 2 here, so I can either have 2 and 2 or 3 and 1. 3 and 1 seems better. Oh. That destroys the mantlets. Okay. Well, I guess it didn't matter where I put them.
Armor won't save.
And now I'm short.
Lyria!
Should be okay. I guess I finished with
one bullet's all I need.
I mean, finishing with Mute is always better than finishing with an Arbalest, I guess. So.
Ah!
Give me a time. Arbalest at your command.
Is Mute gonna bonus her cooldown? Oh my god, she is. What the heck?
Armor won't save.
I'm basically that one damage short. Like, yeah, okay, so playing the one guy in the back was a problem, which I was trying to do so that Meave could get the finishing blow earlier, but maybe her getting the finishing blow then wasn't necessary because she was never going to get that much damage out anyway. Or maybe do I start with an Arbalest and go like one play Mantlet. Well, it doesn't, like 1-3 instead of 2-3. I guess that could work.
Arbalest at your command.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Armor won't save.
Alright, so these are gonna go away. So we probably want to play one more before we do the mantlet stuff, right? Because we get one down so that we can do, if we eat them now, then they'll only do 2 damage, and people only do 2 damage, so
Lyria!
it's not quite exact damage, but it doesn't matter.
One bullet's all I need.
I've got the 4 damage situation again.
Give me a target.
But I think Meave is gonna get her 5 damage thing off this time. Right? No. No, she's totally... No, wait, but I have 3 Arbalists. So
Arbalest at your command. Armor won't save.
okay, I'll be honest. I don't entirely understand why this worked out when it didn't the other time. Like, I know what I did differently, but I'm not sure from the sequencing perspective why it was better. But I guess it was just the not having the one guy in the back that did it. I had one additional attack at 5 damage, like with one of the Arbalists or something. Alright, well, That took longer than it probably should have. From Duke Ardal Epdahi, Grand Chancellor, Commander of Army Group East, to Colonel Leg Tifrin. Colonel, I entrust to you a mission requiring the utmost discretion. Count Caldwell's usefulness to us is nearing its end. What a shocker. He must soon be removed, but in such a way as to avoid causing fear among our other allies in the north. Given the Count's well-known passion for wine and spirits, poison should prove most effective. We shall put the plan into action once Queen Meve is no longer an issue. It shouldn't be long now. Await my signal. Well, once Meve is no longer an issue, you say. Alright, so this is an good hour, so I'm just gonna go... Oh. There's a map. Am I crazy, or is that just like right outside here? Yeah. Gimpy Gerwin. Alright. Very good. So, next episode, I suspect we are going to... Well, we're going to at least get here. I don't actually know if that's where Count Caldwell is. That seems probable. It's a bigger place than up here. So we'll probably just deal with him and then move on to finish out the map for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah. So see you next time for that. Until then.